a live look downtown. Look at those cotton candy skies to start your Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. 6:30. Welcome back to WDRB in the morning. Heating up today. Surprise, surprise. It is late July, but some relief is on the way. Big changes. Rover's mission will be to search the red planet for signs of life. Perseverance is expected to land on Mars in February of next year. There's a live look outside Churchill Downs on this Derby morning, the first Saturday in September. Through the fencing there that is up through Central Avenue closed this Derby morning.
More on this last-minute change, and it was a big one, Gina.
Yeah, that announcement just came a half hour ago. There will be no spectators here at Churchill Downs for the 146th Run for the Roses September 5th. Kentucky Oaks, or any of the races.
We appreciate you waking up with us this morning. I'm Kate Springer.
And I'm Gina Glaros. It was a winner of a forecast for the Kentucky Derby. And for your Labor Day weekend, it's going to be much of the same, Katie, before we really heat up.
That's where they have now blocked off a street right behind you, Gina.
Yes, we are at the intersection of East Market Street and South Shelby Street in Louisville. We've been walking with these dozens of Black Lives Matter protesters for the last couple of hours. They gathered at Big Four Bridge this afternoon, and they are now on the move. Right now, they're blocking both sides of East Market and this intersection, chanting to demand justice for Breonna Taylor. You'd never know they were here. The search just wrapped up with about a dozen IRS and FBI agents leaving this unit. Unit number 7 about 10 minutes ago. They were going through personal belongings of the missing mother of 5. This is Terry Rowlett, and we're on his dairy farm in Campbellsburg, Kentucky. Terry, free labor today. What are we doing?
Well, Gina, we're going to I'm going to teach you how to drive a bobcat, scrape the alleyways. We're going to do some feeding of the cows, milking, and if we have time, we may go feed calves.
We'll bring the pump truck in and get ready to pump it.
Handle up. This pumps out the mess for it to be broken down and disposed later. The smell was way worse than what I had to look at.
That is nasty. This steamboat opens for the season next month, and before you step foot on board, there's a lot of work going on every day. Meet Jax. Neighbors say he has been sneaking into their homes and stealing whatever he can get his little paws on. Apparently, the klepto kitty has taken gloves, mop heads, and toys. Jax has also taken a liking to an 80-year-old neighbor's lingerie. Fortunately,
Hi, Jax.
Jax's owner returns all of the items he takes.
Can you imagine his poor owner? Like, my cat stole these.
Here you go.
These are yours, I believe. I don't know.
But Jax has a little bell on his collar. He's giving away his cover. As WDRB's Darby Bean explains, 2 school districts have confirmed cases of COVID-19. Darby. Oldham County Superintendent is proposing a split schedule to reduce the number of students inside of the district's middle and high schools. Superintendent Greg Schultz talked about his plan on social media to rotate students for in-person instruction. Students would be divided alphabetically into 2 groups. Those groups would attend school in person every other day. Students within the same household would be assigned to the same group regardless of their last name. The board will discuss the plan on Monday. Oldham County students are scheduled to head back to class August 24th. Bullitt County schools will start the year online. The superintendent says the decision comes from an increase in COVID-19 cases. Staff members and parents have also expressed concerns. The superintendent says teachers will be at the schools themselves when classes start August 26th. Every student will be given a Chromebook. In-person learning is expected to begin in September, but that, of course, all depends on COVID-19 rates. 2 people are dead following a shooting in the California neighborhood. LMPD says around 6:30 last night, officers were called to an alley on Dr. W.J. Hodge Street near the intersection of West Kentucky and 22nd Street. When police got there, they found a man and a woman inside a vehicle. Both died at the scene. Right now, LMPD does not have any suspects. A psychiatrist says the man accused of killing 2 people at the Jeffersontown Kroger is now fit to stand trial. Gregory Bush is accused of killing 2 African Americans, Vicki Lee Jones and Maurice Stollard, at the grocery store in 2018. Back in June, Bush was ruled incompetent to stand trial. A psychiatrist says when he's taking his medication, Bush is able to take part in his defense and understand the charges against him. A judge will make the final ruling. Records show Bush has a history of mental illness and making racist threats. He faces murder charges in state court and federal hate crime charges. If convicted, he could be sentenced to death. Here's the surveillance video. It happened at Derby, Siggs, in Middletown just after 2 yesterday morning. Video shows a side window smashed. 3 people broke into the store and busted open several display cases. The owner says the suspect stole e-cigarettes and got out in a matter of seconds. He says his stores have been hit 10 times in the last 6 years.
To every year build in my budget break-ins, and it's generally between $10,000 and $20,000 a year.
The store is still open for business. Police are now investigating. More children are testing positive for COVID-19 in Kentucky. Millions of eyes will be on the 16 horses vying for this year's Run for the Roses, but it takes a village behind the scenes. Now, thanks to one owner's idea to give back, you don't have to be a big name in racing to reap the benefits. Behind Kentucky Derby 146 and every race in between.
Coming for the top of the stretch.
It's a magical place. It's its own kind of universe. And that's what thoroughbred racing truly is.
Owners say the backside is the backbone of the horse racing industry.
It doesn't matter if it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever, you know, these backstretch workers and owners alike it's a 365-day-a-year job. You know, they don't stop because COVID showed up.
Around 1,000 employees like Merlin Cano work on the backside at Churchill Downs.
Hello, my name is Merlin Cano.
Many living here and relying on the Backside Learning Center.
All my family works here with the horses, and I'm just thankful and grateful they're here.
Based on the grounds, the nonprofit organization provides education and social services to all workers and their families.
Okay, ready?
Quite frankly, we have the biggest voice. In a lot of cases, you know, the backstretch workers can't go to the horseman's office and say, we need help. They're not going to be heard.
Owner Brooke Smith had an idea.
It's an obvious thing. I mean, why wouldn't, you know, the fruits of the effort be given back to the people that are a part of the ecosystem?
Smith and the center created purses for a purpose.
Wouldn't it be great if some of the owners would just give a small percentage of the purses to fund the Backside Learning Center?
Between 5 to 10% from some of the owners' winnings will go to backside workers.
As owners, it's to me, it's our obligation.
Enabling us to serve that community through those winnings, I thought was a wonderful idea. So we're really excited about it and so happy that it actually came to fruition.
4 owners are on board so far.
Our goal, not only as we continue to grow, but is to maybe create a platform that can be put in other states at other tracks.
So no matter who crosses the finish line first, everyone wins.
I think it's a population that doesn't get the credit it deserves a lot of time for just how selfless they really are. They are an amazing, amazing group of people that, quite frankly, given our times, a lot of people could learn a lot from.